Welcome back to Pisces TV with Montana B. This is a reading about your monies, honey. All right, as we get started, all of my returners, you are gratefully appreciated. And all of you that are new, welcome. Take a moment, check the description box. A lot of information there. My products and services, booking and consultations. If you're interested in the tarot course, we have a class starting this January, so come on in. Be sure to hit all notifications once you subscribe. And if you had subscribed, a benefit to doing so is to receive those alerts. All of the coupon codes, you get to see the products up close and personal. I do have the course listings and much, much more there. Okay, so as we get started, take a seat, be open, be flexible, be teachable. Uh-oh. And I'm going to pull out some new ones that I hadn't used in a while. Okay, to get into this message. Now, if you are interested in the extended, before we even get started, I'll throw it out there. It will be made available in the member section. The link to Patreon is also in the description box. We have an app. So download the beta app. There's a link in the description box as well. Road to Nowhere Oracle. We going somewhere though. Okay. Somewhere golden too, honey. Look at that. And I haven't used the gold cards in a while either. So that's kind of cool. Some of you guys are going to be making connections. Look at that. Looking for the guidebook. Guess what we see? The Chariot and burning for you. Okay, some fuel. Somebody's going to get some gas money. Now let's get started. I think things have been kind of quiet. I saw quiet before the limelight. Okay, we may have been dealing with some endings or shadow aspects of ourself. Okay, some things may have been built to fall, and now you guys are getting into that rebuilding energy and being lifted up. So all of that good stuff. So let's get started. I want to shuffle these out. Got the Fool cards. See, I knew. New beginnings for someone. Okay, victory. You got the Star card. So I feel that, look at that, that limelight. Okay, this is going to be juicy. Get them shuffled up. Now we're going to start with the Oracle cards. Okay, I'll sit these there. And let's see what we have here in the current situation for your finances for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. I know I said that. Or wherever it falls in your chart that may even deal with your finances, okay? We have fruitfulness, portal. And leave it. All right. Well, what is this about? You got the bowl right here with the butterfly. Isn't that pretty? I like that. So we're going to look into this fruitfulness and see what about this fruitfulness. Leave it. And then golden came back out. So we're going to take that. I like it. Leave it said, don't put me back. I came out for a reason. So I was like, okay, my bad. Sorry about that, Spirit. So let's see. Number 18 starts us off. All right. With fruitfulness. Are y'all feeling fruitful? Spirit say, no, y'all should. It says, you are rolling in it, baby. Everything you have worked hard for is being ripe for the picking. This is the cup overflowing. This is sweet abundance. You have nothing to worry about right now. All right. Now, why does leave it continue to pop up? Because that leave it said, I saw it. It came, it kind of showed its face. I acknowledged it, put it back. It came right back out. It says this card is about detaching yourself from the desire for material things. We are only on this earth for so long and can't take possessions with us when we go. Focus on your experience in life as treasures. Let go of any obsessions with tangible. So who's currently obsessing over a material item? Or it's like you can't take it when you go. So even though this bowl is full, this abundance is in your environment, okay, or in your near future, some of you, the current, it talks about, even for some, these are past You know, maybe you reincarnated, baby, to get what you deserved with that star card, and it talked about the limelight. So that is not far-fetched, okay? Now, golden comes out, and it's crazy that leave it and golden are right next to each other in the book. It says, cha-ching, okay? You are moving fast, moving forward, and moving towards the gold. Whether you are on your way to material fortune or that gold medal, the path to achievement is clear as day. You don't need to worry. You are golden. And you saw the golden card came out with the Chariot. So as we begin your reading, Pisces, we have stability. We also have transformation. So here we have the Emperor in fruitfulness. We have the Death card in leave it. Let's see what would have been next. Now, you know they say the King of Wands is who drives that chariot, my friend. And you got him on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Now, the differences between the King of Wands, possible offer, taking it. You got the Knight of Cups that was on the top of the deck. And bringing in that cup is the Chariot right there. So we're going to be definitely talking about those cards. Oh my gosh. And then you have Temperance. Okay. I won't spoil it. Spoiler alert. I won't spoil it. Okay. So crowning you is the Chariot. And in the near future, we have the Temperance card here. And the what you need to know, or, something about, I don't want to say the lesson, but it could be a lesson for you. We have the Knight of Cups. So don't give up. Anyone wanting to give up, don't give up. Stay the course and do what matters to you. All right. I do notice that we have two horses here. The Chariot is driven by two horses, where we have what could be the light horse, and what could be, the Death card could be the dark horse. But there's also a darker aspect to the Knight of Cups, and the Death card usually rides in on the white horse. So something about those coming together and being driven by this golden energy that was kind of clarified or magnified in the King of Wands. Now, I wanted to say the differences between the King of Wands and the Emperor talks a lot about entrepreneurship, corporation, independence. Both of these energies are leaders, okay? The King of Wands is like, I'm doing it for myself. I got it out the mud. The Emperor is more something that is kind of like established, or something being established. And it talks about security and stability. And then we also talk about creativity and drive. Okay. So I do love that. Very positive energies, Pisces, for you, especially since we are talking about your finances. Okay. Your life purpose or your path. If this was love, it would be a different story. But still interesting, because we got two fire signs here. One is facing something. One is looking forward to something. And whatever that something is, it's like right in its face. All right. So just be alert and pay attention. But you got major arcanas here in your reading. I can't wait to get into the extended, where we will continue the spread. But just looking at what we have here, with this Emperor coming out as your first card. And as I said, it could talk about structure and establishment of something. Could be a sugar daddy for some of my ladies. I ain't going to take that out. But it talks about force and power, rules, or a ruler. Someone building something. And it also represents an entrepreneur, visionary. Something very powerful, and magnetism with courage and charisma. And then we come over to the Death card with this leave it. See, that's the challenging energy. Maybe leaving something in the past, leaving something behind. This transformation, a transmutation, or some type of change. It's a realization of your soul, or realizing, I'm more than a soul body. But coming up, in a possible challenging aspect, it could be where Scorpio falls in your chart. It could have something to do with the past. It is Pluto and Mars energy. And so I would think that this King of Wands kind of like masters this Mars energy, so Pluto may have something to do with it. But some of you may be asked to let go of something, or it might be an idea. Okay, so something, a person, place, something. Now, when we read Leave It, it did talk about the materialism of things. So those of you that are graduating or morphing into this magician energy, because the Emperor and the Magician do share an energy that's usually kind of like dispelled in the Tower, but you guys don't have the Tower here. However, there is a little bit of point out to the shadow and the light energies of these two horses. And then we have two kings here, even though the Emperor is the King of Kings. So it is definitely a very interesting reading, a very powerful reading that we are going to get started with, especially with what is being offered. Okay, now I know you guys watch YouTube as much as I do. I did come across a reading that says Pisces. It was a Pisces reading that says something about the death offer. And I was like, who would click on that? I was kind of interested in what it could be, but I just didn't even do it because, like, I don't want to be offered death or whatever. But she's so awesome. She's like the gypsy something. She's so awesome. I'm pretty sure it has some type of meaning or significance to it. But I didn't click on it because, like I said, I didn't want that kind of offer. But it's crazy how something about the past, as we get into the spread, I have pulled most of the cards out. So we have the gist of what's going on. Something about the past, for some of you, has something to do with an offer. I feel like karmic debts being paid, your hard work is paying off. If this isn't a father archetype or energy, it just talks about creating a solid foundation in your life on which to build the world of your dreams. So it is creativity grounded by form and the organization of your lifestyle. Okay. Some of you, fatherhood could be on the way. Okay. Or authoritism. Okay. Where the King of Wands is entrepreneurship, authoritarian rules and stability is the energy of the Emperor, someone who's opinionated and headstrong. Now, with the Death card coming up as, you know, the possible challenge, it talks about the regeneration of something, the end of something, the beginning of something else. It also talks about a resurrection of some sort or an expiration followed by renewal. So I do kind of like that. I'm not upset with it. But I noticed that these two horses are going in the same direction, which is usually pointed out in the Chariot, as you can see. I know you can see that, right? So this horse facing this way, this horse facing this way, they're going in the same direction, which is magnified here where you have the dark horse. Oh, look, I'll show you. So the Death card comes in looking a little dark, right? The Knight of Cups, a little lighter, just a little bit, right? And then there could even be like an alliance of some sort, something that brings in stability to help you along your path. And it could be spirit helping you with this abundance. Okay. So here is the King of Wands is, like I said, I read it somewhere and I can't unread it. Driving the Chariot, which talks about supreme focus, telepathy, the super consciousness, your willpower. Okay. I definitely love that. And then while I was talking about getting some gas money, some of you guys may be trying to get a car, and it's like, well, if you can get a house and you don't have, if you don't have a house, I probably wouldn't buy a car first. I don't know. But the Chariot coming in, the number 7, Pisces, I think 7s are always like lucky numbers. And then you have Temperance coming into the near future. So here you have 2 horses, and then Temperance, you have 2 cups. There could be 2 choices, 2 things that you're talking about. It's crazy that after the Death card is Temperance in the Arcana. I did also see the Justice card, which comes before the Hanged Man. So some of you that may be feeling stuck in certain situations or are waiting on some type of enlightenment, I do feel that it may come forward through your lessons, because it says use your lessons you've learned to propel you, being in the driver's seat and moving forward, control, destination, plan, and speed. Take up the reins of your life and set off in the direction of your choosing. The Chariot reminds you to have a Gaylord destination in mind. You can readjust as necessary. And I told you I saw the Justice card. So the daily vibe was about lessons, Pisces, and that's what's crowning you. So some of you guys may be thinking about those lessons that you may have learned, or even wondering about if there are any lessons to learn. And we will definitely discover that in the extended, as well as what Temperance is bringing in, because Temperance is also that divine energy. 3 cups, I told you, usually talks about super consciousness. Over the Chariot is like amply magnified. And I feel like if there is some type of complexity coming forward, this helps to keep you grounded. Okay, equilibrium. So something is going to help to make a situation, place, whatever, more stable than it has been. And if this is where we leave off, I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. Otherwise, I'll see you on the other side.